Times are changing, and many trends along with it. One of these trends are what we classify as a nerd. In this video, I'll answer the question posed to me by one of my closest friends. Can you be a cool nerd? First of all, what is a nerd? The dictionary summarizes being a nerd as somebody who I don't know. I don't know what the dictionary summarizes a nerd as, guys. I didn't do in-depth research about this. What is a nerd in like the social sense? What I deem a nerd is basically just somebody who does something unorthodox, like something that's out of the ordinary. You can be nerd in many aspects. You can be an academic nerd, you can be a anime nerd, you can be a YouTube nerd, for example. Nerds can be anything depending on the type of nerd you're talking about. So what is a nerd? What the dictionary summarizes it as, I do not know. You can go check it out for yourself. Go check it out. I'm not gonna do that. But what I summarize a nerd as is just somebody who does something different than what everybody else does it as. That is what I deem a nerd. Now, what do we classify as being cool? Not literally the being cool. Again, in the social aspect, what do you call somebody who is cool? The dictionary must have some other definition for it. How to above describe somebody who is cool as somebody who does something out of the ordinary but makes it look cool. Or even better definition of this is somebody who does something that looks attractive. That there it is. That's the definition of a cool person. Somebody who does something or just acts in a way or looks in a way that just makes that specific thing look attractive. That is the definition of cool. When you say, oh, those are cool shoes, what you're actually saying is that those are just nice shoes, they look attractive. Oh, this is a cool skateboarder, he's good at skateboarding, he makes skateboarding look attractive. That's a cool guy, he's just socially cool, he's just socially attractive, basically. That's the definition of being cool. Something that is just deemed as attractive. Now, before we go into the actual, before we go to answering the question, I first want to give you guys a quick math lesson. This math lesson is about probability. Probability, you may have heard it at school. If not, I'm sorry for you. I'll put up a bunch of formulas on the thingy so you guys can like help visualize this. Basically in probability, you have the chances of this happening and the chances of that happening. That's all probability is. That's literally the definition of probability. Probability A, that's PA. Probability A means the chances of somebody being a nerd. Probability B, that's PB, means the chance of somebody being cool. Those are PB and PA. Probability A, probability B. Those are them. The formula states that the probability of A and B equals the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A or B. Of A or B. Yeah. It looks difficult. It's not difficult. I'll break it down even further in depth. We have two YouTubers, How to Above and How to Below. They both post videos every Saturday. Well, How to Above doesn't post every Saturday. Sorry guys. They both post videos every Saturday. Okay. What are the chances of you watching one of How to Above's videos? You don't even know How to Below is, so obviously the chances of watching How to Above is 100%. What are the chances of watching How to Below? 0%. Probability. That's it. And another example of this, I was just trying to apologize for not being consistent in my schedule. That's it. I was trying to find a way to force that in the video. Don't take it hard. Another example of this. Let's say you have a bag of marbles, blue and red. There are 3 blue and 2 red. So in total you have 5 marbles inside of the sack. So the chances of you taking out randomly taking out a blue marble is 3 out of 5. And the chances of you taking out a red marble are 2 out of 5. Those are the probabilities. Now, what's the chance of you taking out blue or red? Blue or red? Blue or red? The thing is, there's only blue and red in the sack, so the probability of you taking out blue or red is 100%. I thought this was gonna be a quick lesson. It is not a quick lesson. I should definitely make an entire video about probability just to help you guys understand this a bit more. But basically, the thing that I'm trying to tell you guys is that we're looking for the probability where you can both be a nerd and be cool. But the part where I really want to put it this graph, a graph of where those two circles intersect one another. That intersection is A and B. That's where you nerds want to be. That's where you nerds want to end up. I'm not talking to. I'm not talking to my viewers. My viewers are cool. You guys are obviously cool. Just for like, if they're like 2-3 nerds watching this video, that's where you guys want to be. Now, enough evasion of the topic. Time to answer a question. How can you be both? How can you be both A and B? The thing is, if you look at the definition of what is a nerd and what is being cool by How to Above, quote me on those definitions. Those are mine. Don't let anybody copy me. Being a nerd is just doing something out of the ordinary. Being cool or anything cool is just something looking attractive. So basically, being a cool nerd is just doing something out of the ordinary, but whilst making it look attractive. This is super easy to do, actually. You guys might think that I'm gonna tell you some dumb advice of like, okay, when you study, wear glasses, or post when you study, that way people can see you studying, and like make background music of it, make it sound super awesome, make it just look super attractive to other people. But that's not the case. The thing about being cool, the thing about being attractive, about all those subjective things, is that it all depends on you entirely. And yes, it's the trope of How to Above. I'm gonna talk about identity again. I'm going to talk about it. If you deem yourself as cool, then you are by definition the coolest person in your world. If you just think that, if you just believe that no, what I do is cool, who I am cool, then by definition, then you are the coolest person. When you shift your identity to believe that you already have something, that's when you achieve it way faster than everybody else who's trying to achieve it in this kind of like artificial manner, like this physical way of, okay, being cool means wearing glasses and leather jackets or whatever, so I'm gonna do that. Maybe it'll work, who knows, maybe it'll work long term, it'll work maybe. But honestly, do you really want to change yourself just to impress people? Really, do you honestly want to change who you are just to appease other people? I don't think you do. I really don't think you do. Instead of doing that, why not be content with who you already are? Not content, sorry, content is a bad word. Why not be happy with who you are, just not complacent? You can always chase better, you can always look for more. Just be happy with what you already have. Do not think, oh, I wish I had. Instead, think, I'm grateful I have. That was the whole point of this video. You guys got psyched. This was just a lesson on about believing in yourself and probability. That's all this video was. That should have been the title of the video: probability and believing in yourself. But that's my definition. That's my answer to you, the friend who asked me, can you be a cool nerd? And the answer is, if you believe it, then yes. The short answer to the simple question is a resounding maybe. Well, if you follow the steps in the video, then definitely 100% maybe. Thanks so much for sticking till the end of the video. If you found the content at all educational, do leave a like on the video, subscribe, and maybe even leave a comment. And remember, it always seems impossible until it's done.